You don't have to.
You've heard some great poetry today, so maybe that won't be too upsetting. I've lived in Gulfport for 3 years. Been here, been together with my wife for 20 years, but I can't say anything about my wife. I'm not allowed to introduce her. I'm not allowed to point out where she is in the audience, or even if she's here. That's our agreement. So I'm not going to say anything about my wife, but I don't want you to think I'm neglecting her. I'm under orders. All right, I'm going to talk about Not Dead Yet, which will be available in about a week. My timing's off a little bit, but in a week it will be available. I'll tell you about how to obtain it if you have any interest. But I would like, since it was mentioned 77 earlier, with the founder had this thing about 77. My first book was published in 1977. It's called High Level Wellness, an alternative to doctors, drugs, and disease. Doesn't mean you will do without doctors. You'll never get a disease or you'll never need a drug, only that you don't want to rely upon such things. Do everything you can for yourself. It's without personal responsibility. And I've carried that theme through the rest of my life, 52 years later. My most recent book, not the one that's coming out, but my most recent book is entitled Wellness Orgasms. Now, maybe you'd rather I talk about that book today. Or maybe you'd like to do some small group exercises from that book. I don't think that would be a good idea because last time that happened, the place was raided. But of course, that was in Saudi Arabia. I should have known better. All right, that's all the humor you're going to get for today. Now I'm going to tell you about the book. The book is actually entitled Not Dead Yet, and the subtitle is very important. Its subtitle is World Triathlon Champions, 75 years of age and older, offer 56 tips for thriving and flourishing in later life.